It was OSU got out-coached, outplayed.
Lucas Raymond is also from Sweden, so he's an 8-time goal scorer for one of those 2 games they have in Sweden. So I don't know which one it is, but it's going to be one of the 2, so lock that
This
in.
doesn't make any sense. I was pissed. Fumble recovery happened. I'm going to be honest, I turned off the game. I checked back in. That was fine.
D-back here, baby. Come on.
First, walking up to the table blind. I'm betting fucking blind.
Welcome back to Sharps Sports Network. The boys are back on another Saturday morning to hit you with everything in the sports world that you need to stay updated and educated, as well as some all-star picks in to sprinkle in as well, and some UFC 298. So, without further ado, let's just bring all the boys in. We got McDilly, we got Snoop Luke, we got Tyco, and we got the Wanderer.
What a beautiful Saturday, my friends. What a beautiful Saturday. We have a couple things to talk about, some local things, some NHL player poll information that if you're not subscribed to The Athletic, you can't see. So because I decided to buy a subscription to The Athletic, since it's $2 a month and I feel like I'll get a lot of information out of it, we will now be diving into the NHL player poll. Also, we have Puck Luck picks. Downtown Cash picks will be all-star picks this weekend. And then we have UFC 298. And then, of course, anything anyone else sprinkles in that we don't talk about that they feel is necessary, which always comes at the end. So with that being said, let's keep it local to start things off this morning. There was a local Slaughterfest that took place last night. If you guys aren't familiar with the USPHL, it's the United States Premier Hockey League. We have a team over here in Michigan, and things got a little out of hand last night. 37-1, the final score between the Metro Jets and the Columbus Mavericks, who might want to look at maybe possibly folding because this is embarrassing.
I'm confused. I'm seeing 1-5-3-9, but the total was
shots on goal, Dylan.
okay. I was
For
gonna
the
say,
team that had 1 goal.
I was like, my math isn't mathing.
How that the players on the Mavericks didn't just get up and walk off the ice, I don't know.
A total of 105 points as a team on the score sheet. I'm pretty sure they had to grab some paper from like the printer to be like, hey, we don't have enough paper to fill this stat sheet up. 105 points of the team. 7 different players had a hat trick. One player I think had six goals or something like that. So I mean, here's the stats for the Metro Jets in this game. Just absolutely.
But he put up a 6-6.
absurd.
What's crazier, a 6-6 or a 4-9? I was just about to say,
right in the middle.
Crazier?
There's a 5-8 in there.
Damn, feels bad for the 4 or 5 fucking players. I didn't get a goal.
No, I feel bad for Robert and strictly Robert.
Vanderdonk.
No goals, 1 assist.
Like, didn't even get to play.
Out of everything that happened, I feel bad for him.
Bro, look at the goalie, though, real quick. At the bottom.
Also, I was going to ask, do we know if the goalie for the other team let up all 37 or if it was like a collective effort?
Definitely collective effort.
Didn't check.
Okay.
I did not check. But there's no way they let
I was going to say, there's no way they just keep him out there, right?
1 goal.
No way.
For 37 goals.
You don't have a morale.
Bro, nah. Halfway through that, the goalie's just leaving. You're playing fucking
He'll
6
be at
on
8.
5.
He's dead at 8. Minimum.
Usually we don't, as you guys know, we don't talk about this stuff usually on the podcast. But when something this big happens right down the road, you gotta talk about it. So good job, Metro Jets. Keep it up, man.
That's just the great thing about juniors hockey. It's not really high enough to where like, oh, we're going to have the ultimate respect. And if we get the upper hand on you, we're just never going to take her foot off the gas and just keep burying and burying and burying you.
With a shovel. It's
May or may not have learned that the hard way, Luke, but hey, I'm sure you were on the other side a couple times. Maybe.
Nothing that bad.
How do you talk to your team?
Nothing that bad.
I don't even know what to say.
Not 37-1 bad, no, but pretty fucking football score type games. Jesse,
going
I
that
don't
route.
know if you knew this, but like you're like the Dark Knight right now.
I think it's the blinds being open, maybe.
Yeah, it's the sun for sure.
I will say that did help a lot.
No back leg, no front leg. How do you talk to your team after you lose by 36 goals?
You don't, bro.
What's
You
that?
just get on the bus and drive back to Columbus.
You say that thank you for not leaving the game.
I think you walk in and you
Thank
say,
you
boys,
for not leaving the team.
You walk
after
in and
the
you
game.
say, boys, we made a mistake. we are
Taking each
family,
and every one of
we
you to
are a
play for this team.
brotherhood, but we are not hockey players, boys. We made a collective mistake. A very expensive one.
That good? I have no idea, but man, that's bad.
You guys made the most expensive mistake of your life.
So next up, we have the NHL Player Poll for 2024. You guys don't know if you guys don't know what the Player Poll is just where they ask a bunch of different NHL players to weigh in on different questions. It's all unanimous. So it's all unanimous. No one knows who says who, but there's usually some pretty interesting questions in here. So first one, who's the best player in the league? Who do we think came in at number one? There's really only two options.
McDavid or Ovechkin?
No, it's either
McDavid or
not.
Matt.
Yeah, Ovechkin is. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's great, but he is having a terrible year this year.
Yeah, I know, but fuck
he's
this.
old.
Well, it's about who's the best player. Dylan, when they say who's the best player in the league, they're asking who's the best player in the league right now, not who was the best player in the league when you were growing up.
Time right now, I would say Ovechkin.
Why would that be? No.
Wayne Gretzky.
Because when you get Dylan, listen, buddy, listen. Hold on. Stop talking. When you get to the question that says who do you most want to punch in the face, you're not going to pick someone that's not in the league anymore.
Ovi's still in the league.
Ty Domi.
I'm just saying, it's not all time. You're asking if it's all time. No, it's not.
Oh. I don't know.
And the answer unanimously was 70% of the vote was Connor McDavid. So pretty obvious. But by the way, second place was Nathan McKinnon with 16% of the vote, and Austin Matthews was tied for like fifth with 1.1%. So he ain't it. But best goalie in the league, Andre Vasilevsky comes in at 1. So end the debate there. 40, almost half the vote for Andre Vasilevsky.
There was still a debate.
Thatcher Demko coming in at third with only 7% of the vote, but Demko has been having a hell of a year. I think based on just this year alone, I'd put him at the second spot over Hellebuck, but whatever. I don't play in the NHL. This is up to them. They decide.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, most underrated player in the league. Who do you think that might be?
Let's see. There might be Barkov.
Jesse?
Kachuk.
That's bold.
Damn, I do not have a player, guys.
Would you have a full roster against for a whole team?
No. I can tell you East or West. That's all I got. I think I could do that.
Alexander Barkov, because he makes this list every single year, and he's always high on the list.
He's always number one, and he may or may not be number one again this year. So, with 12% of the vote coming, well, actually, over all the players that were listed, basically everyone had someone else they were choosing. But with 12% of the vote, Alexander Barkov comes in at number 1, but other, which is people that weren't listed, came in at 22% with the most. So 12% was the highest. Alexander Barkov, best, most underrated player in the league. Next up, we have who is the most overrated player in the league at this moment? Who do we think that might be?
Zegras.
You're damn right. All style points, 0 actual effort on defense. Basically, once he did the lacrosse thing, everyone else figured out, oh, we could do that too. You're not special, and he fizzled out. He's not that great. Everyone thinks he's the most overrated player with 12% of the vote. Other, again, comes in at 1, but overall, he got the most collective votes for being the most overrated. Do we agree with that? I think I agree with that.
All right, I got one, and you might rip me, but I'm not fully in the hockey know. Johnny Hockey, his name is Johnny Hockey, and he ain't putting up Johnny Hockey numbers. I know he's in Columbus, and we kind of expected this when he went to Columbus, but last year and this year, yeah. Your name's Johnny Hockey, and you're playing Johnny Mid, and can't be having that.
But see, with this in this situation, I feel like you'd be fine because it's like people aren't putting you on the cover of NHL and calling it, putting Johnny Hockey on the cover, emphasizing Johnny Hockey to Columbus. But Trevor Zegras, they put you on the cover. They did all this and that, and you've done nothing for Anaheim since then. Like they talked about you for all like.
But what has Gaudreau done for Columbus?
But no one talked about, oh, Johnny Hockey's going to flip Columbus around. They didn't say he was better than he really is. The media doesn't talk about Johnny Hockey like, oh, he's so great. Like, they're not overrating him. You know what I mean? But I feel like they overhyped Zegras to what you're
Zegras
actually
can be a better answer. Yeah, I agree. But I don't think my answer's wrong.
I just don't think that he gets any hype. So why would he be overrated if he's not rated that high right now anyway?
I thought when that trade happened, that was like the biggest trade in the NHL at the time.
Well, we all talked about how he was making a huge mistake.
Right.
That wasn't a trade.
He signed him.
Him
too.
Yeah. But that was a big deal. I know we were all against it.
He was deciding to end his career, but
he was a high-profile player, and he has done absolutely nothing since then.
Oh, have you talked about him since then? No. So no one's saying he's overrated. It's just that was his.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That'll always be his nickname.
I'm sorry. I picked that one. Somebody else go.
It's like the how can you be washed if you were never good? Come on.
He was good. He was good.
Okay.
I said it's like. I used a simile. Simile.
He was good and he still is good. Only a select few players can produce on a very shitty hockey team to the point where everyone's like, whoa.
Yeah, exactly. Next up, we'll go into what I was talking about earlier. Who is the player in the league whose face you most want to punch? Now, I think everyone has a go-to that they think is probably going to be number one, but he's not.
Steven Stamkos.
Wow.
I've been waiting to punch him in the face since his first cup. Luke was screaming about it. And now I've watched him win another one.
Yeah, he did not make the list.
I want to punch Stammer right in the nose.
Did they vote the oldest guy in the league?
Ovi's the oldest, I think.
No, they did not.
Shut up.
I know you're thinking it's probably Marchand, right? But it's not.
Yeah,
he's number 2.
Volkanovski, is anybody mad at the goal?
I think the people voted Kachuk.
No.
I want to say that. As for the people, I think
Kachuk is on this list. Dylan, Kachuk marks in at number 4.
Okay.
Luke?
Is Connor McDavid hated? But also
no.
Everybody
not
wants
on
to
the
punch
list.
him in the face because he's the best.
Trying to think.
Just think about who you want to punch in the face.
Oh my God! Is
Who would
Tom
you punch?
Wilson still in the league?
Tom Wilson is not.
Damn.
Or yes, he is. He is on this list.
What's his name? Oh my God.
Tom Wilson,
He's
still
tied
was.
with like 1.3%. Tom Wilson.
Nick Cousins.
Nick Cousins is number 1.
What
30%.
is that?
Plays for the Panthers,
Vote.
and he has become easily
Kachuk right now.
Yeah, he has become easily the most hated guy in the NHL currently, at least this season for sure.
Clearly.
So he's teammates with Kachuk?
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
He's the guy you've been seeing on replays doing something extremely dirty, and then the teams retaliate on him, and then he just lays down flopping like a fish. he can give it, but he can't handle it. And then other teams get punished for hurting him because he's a little bitch.
A lot of the reason why they're thanks here. Next one, pretty obvious. I think if you have a different answer, then you just don't know hockey. Who's the best ref in the game? 53% of the vote, Wes McCauley. What's a different answer? I don't know. But Kelly Sutherland came in at second, so there is no better male ref than Wes McCauley. But Wes McCauley and Kelly Sutherland, top two. Who is the worst ref in the game? Justin St. Pierre comes in at number 1, 30% of the vote. This man's just a penalty machine, so I'm pretty sure that's exactly why. Best jersey in the league aside from your own team, the Red Wings coming in at number 2, and the Chicago Blackhawks coming in at number 1 with 21% of the vote.
What?
That's just dumb to me.
That's
stupid. Obviously, I'm biased, and so are all of you, but I think that's crazy.
I mean, the Wings and Blackhawks have always been at the top of their jerseys.
Yeah, always 1 and 2. But at the current moment, I guess we're 2. Favorite road city to play in, Las Vegas, coming in at number 1. Ever since Las Vegas has become a destination for any sport, that seems to be every team's favorite place to go. And I bet you it has nothing to do with anything that has to do with their sport. Least favorite city to play in, with a whopping 41% of the vote, Winnipeg comes in at number 1, Ottawa at number 2, and Buffalo at number 3. So all the places where it's always freezing cold seem to be the places that people don't like to travel to.
Fuck up.
You know what, Dylan?
Well, 2 of them are Canada, so you
know. They like going to Vegas because they're
I'm mad
always
that
playing
Winnipeg is number 1. I feel like that is not rightfully deserved.
That's deserved.
What's wrong with
2024 NHL Player Poll.
What's so bad about Winnipeg?
No matter where you are, no matter where you're coming from, you're leaving. I feel like the drive, the distance, flight, all of it, I just never want to go to Canada.
What's in
top 2
Winnipeg?
Places are Canada that people don't want to go to. So, I mean, hey.
You just don't want to leave there.
Bro, I say what's in Winnipeg? First thing that pops up, polar bears. Why the fuck would you not want to go? First thing that pops up is polar bears.
Obviously, you've never been face-to-face with a polar bear, Dylan.
All right, you might be right there. You might be right.
Might be.
I think you'd feel different.
No, yeah, that's definitely why my mind is on a different perspective.
Before we dive into this this NBA All-Star fiasco, we have puck luck.
I think that you want me to be completely honest. Yeah. Last time
some room between the legs. 13:57 of the third. Yeah. Speaking of Congress,
That's Capitals.
Get to the grab some must. Speak on the top of my brother's
Hell.
blood. None of these niggas get trust. We cannot question, you know what it was. What was you doing for us? You get this back 'cause I'm putting in work. Like I speak fluent in Russian. Did you catch that?
It's about that time.
It is about that time. Thank you, Bone Loads.
I just didn't want to say the name. Oh, you, Luke.
Well. Welcome back to Puck Luck Picks. And we have a Saturday, Sunday, and Monday game. Look at that.
Hey, the NHL actually give you 3 separate days with all games that, are interesting.
Yeah. Game number 1. We got the Battle of Florida. The Florida Panthers are taking a short trip over to Tampa to play the Lightning Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern. The Panthers are 19-7-2 on the road. The Lightning are 18-5-3. The over-under is currently 6.5. The last 10 is 8-2-0 for the Panthers, 7-3-0 for the Lightning. Panthers lead the series 1-0 this season.
Make it even all around. I need 8-4. 8-4. 1-1 series. Give me the Lightning.
Yeah, I'm taking the Lightning too. I like the Lightning in this spot. I also love what Jesse just did with OCD and numbers. That's actually beautiful. So I'm taking the Lightning as well. I really don't have any other reason.
I just found out that Kachuk has a brother in crime to beat the shit out of people with. So if you think I'm not taking Florida, you're crazy. Give me the Panthers. Fuck yeah.
Dylan, we're not doing the UFC card until later.
I love this now. I didn't know he had a partner in crime. This is great.
I'm shocked you haven't heard of Nick Cousins yet.
No,
with all the
I had
bullshit.
no idea this man existed.
Dylan, after this show, go look up Nick Cousins highlights.
I already
Too
done
worried
it.
about
I
Johnny
typed
Hockey.
his name into Google, and for a minute and a half, I was watching the dirtiest player in the game highlights.
Game number 2. Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern.
Wait, Luke,
Luke,
where are you taking?
did you pick?
No, he didn't.
I'm taking Tampa.
Okay.
Game number 2. Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern. The LA Kings are headed over to Pittsburgh to play the Penguins. The Kings are 16-7-4 on the road, and the Penguins are 13-9-3. The over-under is not out yet. The last time they played, the over hit for 6.5. So I'm assuming it's going to be 6 or 6.5 for the over-under, and the Penguins are up 1-0 on the series over the Kings.
Kings are a road team. I'm taking the Kings. I do always have to mention when we're talking about Pittsburgh, my disdain for the Pittsburgh Penguins. So also, screw off. But I'm taking the LA Kings on the road. They're a good road team. I like even in the series. I've taken a lot of these even the series games recently. So worked out last time. Going to take it again here. Give me the LA Kings.
Yeah, I'm just going to take the better team here. I'm not going to overthink it. Give me the Kings.
Haven't seen the Penguins in the Puck Luck picks in a while. Not going to get any love from me.
That tells me there's a reason.
Jeez.
Luke?
All right. I'm taking the Kings. The Kings have been in a slump. But, you know, if you're going to trust them on the road, it'd be now. Penguins are mid. The Kings are mid. Yeah.
I love
You
it.
can only
Maybe
ever
roll
trust
with an
them on the
under.
road.
Little mid game.
Ooh.
Game number 3. This is happening Monday. There's a lot of weird times.
Don't be at 3:30.
1 p.m.
Thank God.
That's so weird.
Dallas Stars are headed over to Boston to play the Bruins. The Stars are 17-7-4 on the road, and the Bruins are 17-7-4 on the road. Actually, I think one of them was 6 or 5. Whoops. I think the Bruins are 17-5-4, 17-6-4. Bruins are home. Last 10 for the teams. The Stars are 8-2-0, and the Bruins are 7-3-0.
Okay, here's what matters. Bruins have lost 3 in a row. Stars have won 3 in a row. The momentum's going to keep on going like this. So give me Dallas.
The Bruins are also up 1-0 in the series.
And they're going to be down even.
Damn, I can't.
I already fucked myself by saying down. They're going to be
Yeah. They're going to be even is what you're saying. I'm going to go ahead and turn around the other side of the coin here. I'm going to take Boston at home. Boston is just they're just trying simply not to win the President's Trophy. It's not about they're not good anymore. They just realize that they can't come in first this year. So they're trying really hard to come in second. So they're going to win this game. They're going to give themselves a little bit of cushion so they can lose some games at the end to fall out of the President's Trophy. So give me Boston.
Are you pushing a thought out?
He's either thinking or pooping.
For sure an over. Don't know.
I will say the last game was in 5.5 over under, and the under did hit.
Hey, don't tell me that. My last 5.5 didn't hit. I don't want to hear it. It's 5.
It's almost like when you see a 5.5, you're like, damn, there's no way it doesn't go over. And then under almost every time it goes under.
My skin itches when I see 5.5. Don't click it.
That's a scary number.
And those are the puck luck picks.
I'll be taking the Stars.
Dallas. All right. And with that, we can just swing it right into basketball. Downtown Cash picks.
I don't like the way the flow of the basketball picks are going. Because back-to-back games, it is going to be split 2-2.
You know, I'm going to take John and them boys.
Fuck Dylan for taking my pick because I was going to take the Bulls because now give me the Nets.
Fuck me, we all said Bulls.
You started it.
Look, I didn't say that.
I was saying under my breath, take the Nets, take the Nets, take the Nets. I want the Bulls. Give me the Bulls. And you took the Bulls. So I'm like, fuck this fucking guy. Who does this guy think he is?
Okay. All right.
By the way, Dylan, to answer your question from earlier, the Columbus Mavericks used 3 goalies. Just popped up on my feed.
Who did the worst?
All right. So
who did the worst?
ways.
Not that it like totally matters, and I don't know their names at all, but who did the worst?
Better with the last guy.
I don't know that.
First,
exactly.
second, or third. That's all I think he wants to know.
Okay, hold on. Like we're taking a complete delay in the whole show to figure out which goalie got pummeled the worst. USPHL Premier Hockey.com.
Giving 14 goals to goalie 3.
Unless they had like. They were nice to him and they didn't put his stats in here. Game Center. Scoring. No, give me the team stats.
You guys don't need
So
just know.
Columbus Mavericks. Okay. Goals allowed. The worst was Garrett Ambrose, allowed 15 goals on 27 shots. Kalen Cook allowed 11 goals on 26 shots, and Anders Smith allowed 11 goals on 30 shots. So 15, 11, and 11.
I will also like
Brutal.
to mention, too, the Metro Jets goalie had an assist.
Yeah, just as many points
Doesn't
as the
matter.
other guy.
Doesn't matter. You know his whole team is roasting him for that one goal that he allowed.
Yeah, because he has a dog shit save percentage now. 1 for 9.
That's brutal. All right, Dylan.
Alrighty, so let's get to it. NBA All-Star Weekend 2024. Before we get to the official picks, I just very quickly want to go over last night. They had the Celebrity All-Star Game and the Rising Stars Challenge, and a lot of people were talking because a group of G-Leaguers took down a group of some of the best youngest players in the NBA. They beat them by 15 points in the semifinals to get to the finals, just for Paolo Banchero to take a poop on them. Paolo, Jaden Ivey, Cade Cunningham, and who's the third Piston? Duran.
Duran.
Yep, they all won something on the Rising Stars. I know, the Pistons players won something. Nobody was ready for this, but shout out.
It's got to come out for one weekend and shine so we can go Burrow the rest of the year.
Exactly. So just wanted to give a quick shout out to them. But the way we're going to do it is the same way we do it every year. I'm going to give you the 3-point, I'm going to give you the All-Star Game, and I'm going to give you the dunk contest. If you get a correct prediction, you get 2 points. If you don't, you get nothing. That's how we do it on All-Star Weekend. So, first things first, the slam dunk contest. And in my personal opinion, this is the best dunk contest in the past couple of years. In the era of shitty dunk contests, this should be
Where's
the best.
McClung?
This is the 4. We have Jamie Jaquez Jr. from the Heat. We have Jacob Toppin, who has been in it multiple years and has had some of the best dunks. We also have Jaylen Brown from the Boston Celtics. And last year's winner, defending champion, Mac McClung.
I might not be able to tell you who's going to win right now, but Jaylen Brown's going to be out first. I'll start there.
Oh, one left-handed dunk. That's 10.
You can't win a dunk competition. Oh, please. LeBron James left-handed dunk is not gonna go in.
He can dunk with his left. 10, fucking 10.
Oh yes.
No, I get that. 10.
And for those of you who don't know, I don't think he's ever used his left, so we gotta reward him.
Ever. Jaylen Brown, for those of you who don't know what's going on, he has never dunked a basketball with his left hand in his life.
He can't even dribble with it. They know he can't dunk with it.
He cannot. All right, but Mac, Jamie, Toppin, and Jalen. Who do we got?
Run it back, Mac.
Yes, sir.
Mac McClung to run it back. The white guy with hops. Let's go.
You know?
Sleep on Matt.
I'm not sleeping on him.
I think I know where you're going because I'm going the same way.
I think it's... Damn. Nah, McClung's been doing this since, 2018. He's been doing dunk competition, it seems.
God. Yeah.
I'll give it to McClung. Let's
go.
I'm gonna take Toppin. I think Toppin won the dunk contest in the year where the main reason why everyone said that he won is because help me out, big hair on the Rockets after Cade.
I know who you're talking about.
Help me out.
Jalen
Green.
something. Green, yes.
Green. When Green just absolutely shit the bed in the dunk contest, and then Toppin was like, "Oh, all I have to do is do a show dunk." He has dunks in his bag that he wasn't even able to pull out. So I think that it's gonna be a Toppin versus McClung type of dunk contest.
Who is the worst
Luke,
odds?
pick a name.
The worst odds would be Jaylen Brown because he can't dunk with his left hand.
Do you believe in miracles? Yes.
Whoa, stop
Me,
yourself.
Jaylen Brown.
Yes.
Which begs the question: why the fuck did he put him in here in the first place?
Because they believe in miracles too.
Luke, if Jaylen Brown wins the goddamn dunk competition, I will pay for one of your casino nights. You can just walk in with me and I will be your tab. That is how confident I am.
That's a bold statement.
That's a dangerous statement.
Agreement. Let's get a virtual shake.
There's no absolute way. There's just no way.
That's a dangerous
The
statement.
ball's going to fly out of his hand as he tries to put it in the left to do something cool. It's just going to go.
Just because of that moment that just happened, I feel like it's worth a fucking $10 sprinkle now.
Hey, man.
Worth it now. I got
just
something
because
invested.
he's never done it doesn't mean he can't do it. It just means he's never needed to do it.
He hasn't tried yet.
Now he has. Now it's a need.
Yeah.
What else, Dylan?
All right, so that is the dunk contest. Secondly, this is probably, I would say, the least cared for event. That would be the skills challenge, the 3v3v3. There is no Antetokounmpo brothers this year. I am sorry to break it to you. They left it 2 years in a row and then said, "See ya, boys." This is the team. You got the Pacers because they're in Indiana. Benedict Mathurin, Miles Turner, Tyrese Halliburton. You got team top picks, which is Anthony Edwards, Wembanyama, and Paolo Banchero. And then team all-stars, which is Tyrese Maxey, Trae Young, and Scotty Barnes.
All right. Immediately, it's not the third team for me. I'm going to take the team Pacers here. I think that there's going to be a hometown event that they all hometown stuff. It's going to be this one. So they're not winning anything else.
I actually, I don't, yeah, you know what? I'll ride with you.
Hard to go against the top picks, but I don't think that Wemby's going to give a fuck. So give me the Pacers. They're going to try to do it for their hometown.
Last year it was the hometown team too. I think, yeah, I agree. I see you going the same way.
I want to see the lengthy fools get a bunch of fun, cool stuff happening. I want 6'11" and above club.
If you really think about it, there's no reason why Victor
Give me the 6'11" and above club as a
and
team.
Paolo shouldn't win just based off their wingspan and height alone. Really.
Paulo might be a little shorter than that, but we'll push him.
Give me team top picks. They wouldn't be called the top picks if they weren't the top pick.
Yeah, it's a great.
The math is mathing.
You're not gonna play me.
Can't disagree with any of that.
I see straight through you.
All right. Next, let's get to the. Well, actually, before we get to the 3-point contest, I do have to talk about it, even though I'm pretty sure we all are going to be on the same page here.
Steph Curry.
Does anybody have Curry losing this?
No.
Okay. Just making sure we're all. Yeah. Just making sure. Jesse? I didn't know if you were about to give a PSA or if you were just fixing something.
Curry, for the love of the WNBA, is going to fucking get walked. Not gonna lie. Because Curry is going to be strapped in that bitch like normal. But for some reason, from that closer line, because she's not doing an NBA line. We've seen her only miss 4 shots, I think it was. And I just feel like Curry is better with pressure, with a defender. He is a spot-up shooter. He is the greatest shooter of all time, but he becomes that in-game.
Did you see what he did in the gym the other day, though?
I know. He's also...
Bro, he threw it the length of the court.
No, I'm not talking about that, Tyler. I'm talking about what he did in 5 minutes.
Oh, no.
Jesse, there is pressure.
He made 307 3-pointers.
Not enough.
There is pressure.
He just stood in the corner.
It is the NBA versus the WNBA. There's pressure. He's got the whole league on his back.
He does. He does.
He really does. He's going to get clowned for years if he loses this. Even though people are going to be like, she's one of the best shooters in WNBA history. It doesn't mean shit. He's going to get clowned.
Yeah, just wait, bro. Wait for Clark. Caitlin Clark's gonna fucking put her to shame.
She's a machine, okay?
Caitlin Clark is better than any WNBA shooter out there, and I stand on that.
She is an absolute unit.
Tell me I'm wrong.
I can't.
You're
in my
wrong.
lifetime, she's the best I've ever seen.
I gotta see it.
Look, you don't even know what I'm talking about, do you?
You just said tell you you're wrong.
Yeah,
I
but
told you you're wrong.
the best part about it was that they can't.
I just did what was asked of me.
Do it again.
Final event. We have the 3-point contest, and I know you're going to ask me, Tyler, because you've asked me every single year. No, Curry isn't in it again.
I'm taking Dame. Fuck you.
Trae Young, Karl Anthony Towns, Donovan Mitchell, Lauri Markkanen, Jalen Brunson, Tyrese Halliburton, Malik Beasley, and Damian Lillard.
It's Dame time.
Shout out to Ty with the worst pick in the competition because obviously Malik Beasley is winning this.
Me
value.
I have to go with what my heart is saying, and that is indeed Lauri Markkanen.
What?
Why? I just want a reason. I just want one.
He's closer to the bench than anybody else.
He's strap on him. We're not playing games with him, all right?
He has a strap on him on and off the court.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
He's fighting in the military and shit. He's gonna do it for all of them. I am actually going to go on the hometown guy.
Ooh.
I'm going to take Tyrese and his broken fucking form. His broken ass 3-point shot. He's going to fucking win it.
I'm giving myself
Can't say.
It's either Malik Beasley or Trae Young. Okay? Since he's not the hometown guy.
Trae would be a good villain.
Chance.
He's the villain. What does he do when he's the villain? He goes crazy.
Ice Trae.
But he's in Indiana. I don't think anyone hates him in Indiana.
No, not yet.
I'm gonna wear a bunch of Pacers gear and then send him a bunch of like hate mail, so he thinks he's hated.
He thinks the city has it out for him.
Make like 10 different Instagram accounts and just start fucking
Trey Young, who?
Yeah. And then finally, we have the game. We have the Eastern All-Stars versus the Western All-Stars. I will say I did reveal the lineups, but it was a little while ago. So if you want, I can pull those back up for you guys.
Well, do you think the East is better, or do you think the West is better? I think that the West is better, so I'm going to take the West.
I don't think it's close. I think the West is going to take an absolute shit on them, and I'll tell you why. So when it comes to the Eastern Conference All-Stars, you have Giannis. Embiid is now out, so you have Giannis, Tyrese, Dame, Brunson, Bam. Okay? You have, over for the Western All-Stars, LeBron James, Luka Doncic, Kevin Durant, Shai, and Jokic, with Booker, Curry, and Anthony Edwards coming off the bench. Yeah, give me the Western All-Stars by 45.
Give me.
Oh, we know where you're going. You're going to go Eastern fucking value minus 20.
No. I'm not doing that. I'm going on the over 364.5 at minus 115 value.
Holy shit, I didn't know that's what they said it at.
180 plus to 180 plus is how they feel this is going to go. I like that.
I'll take the over too, dude.
The over is crazy.
It's going over.
It should.
The over's the favorite.
Yeah, it usually goes over. You can only predict how many points NBA players will let each other score.
So are all three of you just riding the over?
No, I'm gonna go with the West.
Okay. And that is the Downtown Cash Picks All-Star Edition.
No.
Yes. And without further ado,
sports bettors, you need to download Sharps, the better social network. With Sharps mobile app, you can tailor your friends' bets with one click. See a bet you like? Just click the whale tail icon and boom, it will open in your corresponding sportsbook. Sharp securely connects to major sportsbooks like FanDuel, MGM, Caesars, and more, so you can not only track your bets, but share your bets in creative ways. So gather the degens, download Sharps for free, and join our fast-growing sports betting community.
Sorry. Anyways, as I was saying, we can roll into UFC 298. Hey, Luke, I know you don't normally talk about him, but can we do the last prelim fight, too? Because it's a really good one.
I guess.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I just know you want to talk about Mackenzie Dern because you think she's hot.
Man, I ain't alone, okay? I'm not on an island on that take. I just want to say that.
Amanda Lemos is going up against Mackenzie Dern as the final prelim fight of the night. Lemos is a minus 130. Dern is a plus 110. It's going to be a good fight.
See, I think it will be a good fight as well. I honestly think that Lemos has a way better shot of winning this fight. I want Dern to win, but I think Lemos is going to make this bitch tap.
Lemos is going to win.
Let
me correct your statement. Is going to win.
I'm going to ride Dern. I'm a rider because I have to. Because I watched her lose last time and I was so upset. And I know if she loses again, it will not go back up. It will stay downhill.
Yeah, Lemos all the way.
Fuck. All right, let's get to the main card.
Main card, we're kind of starting off with a little bit of a banger. We got Anthony Hernandez going up against Roman Kopylov. Kopylov is a knockout fucking machine.
I like Roman.
Anthony Hernandez, he's got a little bit of everything up his sleeve. He can knock you out, he can submit you, and then he can take you by decision.
Yeah.
But Hernandez is also a heavy favorite at minus 238. And Kopylov is a plus 195.
Sorry, I didn't see the background.
That's your girl, Dylan.
I know it is, bro. Did you see Kevin Holland yesterday? Saw her come out and said, sheesh. I'm so sorry, Luke.
Give me Kopylov to win this fight. I'm going to take the money line for it, but I'm also going to sprinkle on the KO.
I ride 100%. I had Roman by KO. I love that.
Let's start the night off hot with a big underdog dub.
Yeah. And then this is the second fight. Holy shit. I've never seen, okay, I just want to say this. I've never seen a bigger second fight on a card.
Yeah. Merab, I'm blanking on how to pronounce his name now.
I wouldn't even try if you want me to be honest. You're just going to fail. There's no way. Everyone knows him as Merab.
Merab? I'm going to attempt it.
All right, go ahead.
No, this should be
We're going to say yes.
Sure. We're going to say sure. Going against Henry Cejudo.
Because that V probably is silent, that first one. So just ignore it and then just say the rest of it and you're probably fine.
Yeah.
Delishvili.
All right. So we got Merab. We got Triple C.
Yeah. Triple C is a heavy underdog at plus 225. Merab is the heavy favorite minus 278.
I do want to point out also there's been a lot of rumors about this potentially being Triple C's last fight.
Yeah, and usually when it is, they usually don't come out on top.
That's exactly where my problem is because if I think it is his last fight, I lean immediately Merab.
It's hard not to take Triple C as a massive underdog.
That's
so I'm also
another
stuck.
problem.
Okay,
so let's break this down as quick as you can. Triple C is an absolute unit. He's one of the few double champs in the UFC. He's a future Hall of Famer. We know what he can do. The thing is, the last fight I saw Triple C in was not Cejudo. So I just don't know if I'm going to get that type of Cejudo or I'm going to get the Triple C that I've, seen win double champs. I lean Merab, and I might be a fucking idiot here. No, I am. I'm taking Triple C. Final answer. Lock it in. Triple C. Put the key in. Just because I know if I bet against him as an underdog and he wins, I'm going to be so mad at myself.
Yeah. You know what? He wants revenge because he lost to Merab's teammate last time, Aljamain Sterling.
Mm-hmm.
And because Merab decided not to go fight for the belt against his buddy. There's already some karma with Sterling against the Sugar Show, but karma's got to hit Merab. Let's get a double massive underdog dubs to start the fucking main card.
I love it. And then it's electric. We're at an all-time high on the atmosphere. And then who comes out next, Luke?
Goff Neal and Ian Gary.
Yes, sir. This card is great.
Looks like
great card.
No more underdog lay.
No.
Because now we got Ian Gary coming on top and winning this fight.
Gary should do exactly what he was going to do last pay-per-view and this shit got postponed. Walk in, massacre, leave. I'm sorry, bro. He really should.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Is Neil getting, never mind. I was going to say, is Goff getting older, like older?
Usually what happens to human beings. They do get older.
But I mean, how some motherfuckers in the UFC, they get too old, but they just don't leave? They just keep fighting and losing.
This was for Luke's joke. I couldn't let that go. Like
it was a great joke, I know. But is Neil hitting that age where he's just like starting to get too old? I'm asking, like I don't know. Or is he still?
Yeah. It's a little 50-50. He's about, let's see,
Okay.
he's born in 1990, and it's about just over 30.
Yeah.
So, not really, but kind of, yes.
Okay. All right.
I think in fighting years, he's almost done. He's 34, so it kind of like if he's like, I think it would depend on your opponent every time.
I mean, some fighters hit their prime like early 30s.
Yeah, but we can't all be what's his name? Who just won the title at 45 like 2 years ago? Teixeira. We can't all be Glover, okay?
No.
But Ian Gary's gonna walk in here, massacre Goffney. That's gonna be end of that.
I have him winning by submission. I have him like knocking him out and then just putting him in a chokehold and putting him to sleep. That's how I got it going. Do you have it by KO or submission? That's pretty much what I want to know. Or decision.
This is tough. The last time I went knockout and it was decision, so that kind of like it's like no.
Right.
I'm gonna have to go decision.
All right, that's the smartest play.
But next up on the fight list of fights for this night, we have Robert Whittaker going against Paulo Costa. Paulo Costa is the underdog at plus 190, and Whittaker is the minus 230 favorite.
I
agree.
Paulo Costa by round 1 knockout.
You're fucking crazy.
I know. I can't see Whittaker getting back on fucking top, bro. I can't. I just can't. And I don't know why, bro, but everything about this card, I just see it being one of those cards, bro. This card tonight should be, and I don't want to overhype it because I know I'm going to underdeliver myself, but it should be a crazy card. And I think Paulo knocking this man out is going to be in that.
Well, currently he's on an every other type streak, and he lost his last fight. That means he's going to win this fight by decision because he's a dog. He's a dog of all dogs. Yeah, I mean, he got TKO'd last time, but, I mean, that doesn't matter.
Maybe it does.
Does not, because Whittaker's taking this fight and winning it.
Okay, I think it does because it goes into my next point about the next fight. Because I don't like the fact that my boy Volk is already fighting after I just watched him get knocked out by Islam like 2 months ago. And he's, you know what I mean? I don't like that.
You also got to realize that wasn't up the weight class above. He went up a weight class.
Yeah.
You go up a weight class, they hit heavier.
So then he had to cut back down against an undefeated demon like Ilya. I've never felt worse about my boy Volk. I swear to God. I'm terrified.
Yeah, I mean.
Let's just get to it. Main event. We got Alexander Volkanovski. We got Ilya Topuria. Fuck, I'm nervous. Featherweight title.
Fuck, I'm not nervous because I said it even before. Volkanovski will destroy this guy.
Do you think that I'm just overthinking this and this is just the fact that Islam is as good as he is? Okay.
Because you witnessed the downfall of Oliveira. And
no,
you're
I
like,
didn't. I
fuck,
watched
not
Oliveira
my boy.
beat the shit. I watched Oliveira beat the living shit out of his last opponent. So that's not true.
Not
And he's
not
the
against
current
Islam.
and he's the current #1 contender. Oh no, he's not. He's got to fight that Armin guy. What the fuck is that about?
You saw him get absolutely manhandled like a little baby.
He just won
Against Islam.
Yeah, but he didn't get manhandled.
Yes, he did.
He lost.
He got manhandled from the start.
Okay, I see where this is gonna go. So we're just gonna go back to the Volk fight.
If you don't think that, you need to rewatch the
We're
fight.
gonna move on because I know where this is gonna go. We're gonna move on.
Just accept it.
He didn't. And when they fight again and Oliveira wins, don't come back to the podcast. Volkanovski and Tapora. I'm nervous because of all the reasons I just said. Because man, Volkanovski just got knocked out. He's coming into a fight 2 months later against an absolute demon. Tapora's 14-0 for a reason. I've watched him win a lot of fights, and I watched him win in a lot of cool fashions. Will that
Volkanovski's been a champ for a long time for a reason.
Also
he's a
very
dog.
true. Also,
he's not going to get manhandled in there.
I don't think he's going to get.
He's going to do the manhandling.
I think that. I don't think anyone's going to get manhandled in this fight.
He's going to do the manhandling.
I think it's going to be a very even fight. Flip a coin and hope it lands on Volk. Give me Volkanovski by the hair of his chin.
Bro, like he really hasn't fought anyone leading up to here.
I mean, if you don't think Tapora is,
I mean,
it's
hard.
dog,
It's hard.
That's just your personal opinion.
It's hard. I mean, it is hard to go undefeated 14-0, but it's also a lot easier when you're fighting chumps. Volkanovski's not a chump.
He's fought harder people than Ian Gary, so you know what I mean. He has that. Like he's 14-0, Gary's 13-0. So I'm trying to make some sort of comparison to like give this guy some type of fucking hype because I think he's really good. I'm nervous. Okay, I'm nervous, but I'm gonna take Volk.
Well, when the fight stops early and Volk's hands get raised, he's no longer going to be that dog.
Say, Dylan, you had no reason to fucking worry, and I will text you back and I will say, yes, Luke, you were right. Thank you.
I tell you when you need to worry. I tried to tell you that other fight that shall not be named.
But then you bring it back up, and I didn't know what fight you're talking about. So why even say that?
Gotta listen.
That's what he's doing.
God damn it. All right.
It's all tactical. That is UFC 298. Place your picks accordingly. Luke and Dylan are very good at this. I usually place my picks according to all of the information that you just heard. So that's probably exactly what I'm going to do. But UFC 298, there you go.
The I-94 ahead of the NFL draft. Big news in Detroit.
When the applause is going, you can't be heard.
Oh, I didn't even know there was applause. I said Detroit is getting its
looking
own.
down most of the time.
Detroit is getting its own Hollywood sign along the I-94 for the NFL draft. So we're getting a big Detroit Hollywood sign along I-94.
Oh, but it says Detroit, not Hollywood, right?
Yes, it's gonna.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
Keep it up forever.
That was pretty cool.
Keep it up forever. Don't ever take it down. I do have one more thing for those in the sports gaming world. It was announced by EA that they will be having Ultimate Team in the new NCAA 24 game, including both past and future legends of college football. It is a clear, so obvious money grab by EA. And I am totally going to get hooked into it. And
who gives a fuck?
I don't even care. I am excited for this.
They said we can give you a bunch of nobodies that you don't fucking know. You can create your own players. Or we could just give you all the fucking goats that you already know. I'll take the goats.
Yeah, my ultimate team is going to consist of Tom Brady as quarterback and then Blake Corum as my running back.
Your whole team. You're gonna have a Michigan team in 2 weeks.
Like if they do it not based on NFL and only based on college, Brady's gonna be so ass in that game. Like he wasn't good in college.
They're not gonna do him dirty.
You're right though.
Because in college though,
you're right though because
he was the last pick of the draft.
More than a 90. It would be physically inaccurate. He was the last pick in the draft.
Or second to last.
Yeah.
way back there. So like he was not a good college quarterback. So I don't know if you get what you
But
want.
I agree with Luke. I think what they'll do is they'll give him like a special 99 overall card because he's Tom.
A gold card. Yeah. For sure. But Luke's gonna build a Michigan team.
Give him 1 week.
All
Give
those boys.
him 1 week. No,
And then
give
we're
him
going to
1
win the
day.
natty. Back to back to back to back to back to back to back
1 day.
to back.
The whole team will be a theme team. I agree.
Jesse,
God bless you.
EA announces there'll be an ultimate team for NCAA 24 video game with past and future legends of college football.
Yeah, it's cool. I like it. It'll be fun. It's fire.
A small butt.
Time. I hate it so much because EA is a bunch of money hungry wolves out there.
That's what I started it off by saying. I don't think you were here, but I said it's a clear and obvious money grab, but it's also so cool.
It's annoying. It's annoying because
I love it so much. Like I hate myself more.
Fucking different studio. If they had college old players, new players, and it was a different studio, I'd be like, oh, that's cool as fuck. But I'm sitting here going, oh, so how much could you do with that? Fuck you, because you haven't had NCAA all this time, and you could have been doing a little more with college and football while it was absent, but you chose not to. That's how I feel. So it's cool, but fuck you.
It's also EA.
I
never know.
Yeah.
You are number 1 or 2 worst company that makes video games, and you don't deserve the rights to any sports franchise.
They're
and
two.
You don't deserve this.
They're 2 because you got to give 2K number 1. Don't forget.
No, because they shit the bed in only like 2 lanes.
No, don't get me on a 2K rant, bro.
2K used to make some phenomenal games outside of NBA. They just don't make
2K
that many
is a game
games
you
in
cannot
general.
fucking buy no more, bro. They tried to make that shit GTA, but you can't do shit in the city.
Hey, I'm hip. I played it for like the first 3-4 months. I was in nights.
There's motherfuckers, if you go down to the beach, that have been standing on that fucking beach for 9 months, haven't moved, haven't talked to nobody else in that same group of 4 for 9 months.
You're talking about an NPC, okay? Of course.
Yes, because Ronnie's bitch ass can't update the goddamn game. He can't make a move. He can't make other people appear. He's got to have the same fucking robots staying in the same spot for the whole fucking time period the game comes out.
Dylan, you're talking to a certified gamer. It's 2K. That's one game. They make like 15.
That franchise was
EA
so
Sports.
fun,
Every sports game is shit.
Bro, I've never seen a franchise.
They can't do anything right.
We don't want to be good anymore. They didn't want to be good anymore. They didn't want to be. They took everything that everyone loved and they slowly removed it one by one.
2K is when it comes to NBA, that's the player base's fault because they fucking refuse to do anything.
Correct.
At least in Madden, they had their little pack strike and shit low key changed, and it hasn't gone back.
I agree. Yeah.
2K.
Oh, you made it $120 more for my player? Well, that sucks. Guess I'm gonna pay it.
Right?
Put your foot down, 2K.
For real.
2K community don't put their foot down enough, and Ronnie 2K and them love stealing from him. So
they glaze Ronnie, bro, and it makes me so mad. But see this man in public, and instead of going, "Hey, fix your fucking game," this, blah, blah, blah. You know what they say?
Can I get a free copy of NBA 2K24, please, Ronnie? Please.
It's tough out here.
Makes me so mad.
EA, NCAA, we know the glory, the road to glory, the dynasty. That shit's gonna rock. But when I saw they had an ultimate team, I immediately got terrified, and I was like, if you're playing both, your pockets will be in shambles.
Yeah, I will say for everybody that was in their mind, like, oh, next year, I can't wait to play Madden and NCAA at the same time. Unless you're getting paid to do it,
you better pick one.
Yeah, I would say unless you're getting
you
paid,
better pick one and roll with it.
I would not do it for your bank
You
account.
can't do cut and mutt and strive in both. You're just not gonna be able to. If you're not.
though, these gamers are gonna go crazy. They're gonna have cut, mutt, hut, fut.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be great.
Stop. The sponsorships are never gonna stop. There's too much.
Yeah.
It's gonna be crazy.
The gaming world, man.
Hold on, wait. I do have a question, Dylan.
What's up?
Do you still have contracts in NBA's Ultimate Team?
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I had to think for a minute because I ain't played.
What? You still gotta like give your guys 10 days like gold contract. Oh my!
I had to think because I had to think. I was like, in PAX, do you still get contracts? Yes, you do in PAX. That's what I had to remember.
Okay, 2K, you get certified.
Yep, number one.
You're the worst sports.
Yep.
Bro, you can have a 99 squad and no contracts, and they can't even play.
Yep.
Fuck
I got
you,
my
2K.
99 overall, but I gotta sign him on a fucking 10-day.
Shut up, contracts.
Way to go, Ronnie.
Even
keep
Shell
doing
got
great.
rid of that. That's insane.
Make sure you keep coming up with these new fucking My Career storylines. They're so fucking exciting, man. Just keep it up, Ronnie. All right. Thank you guys for watching the podcast. We appreciate you. Next time that we will be seeing you beautiful people will be Wednesday at the usual time. If you want to check us out on the socials, you can do so over at Sharps Network. That is on Instagram. That is on X. That is on YouTube. That is on Twitch. It's SHARPZ. NETWORK Sharps Network on all platforms. If you're going to be betting on UFC 298 tonight, if you're going to be betting on All-Star Weekend, if you're going to be betting on any of the picks that you just heard us say, make sure you download the Sharps Betting app over on the App Store. You can do so right here. You can write our picks, you can bet our picks, just make sure you do something with them. And you can use promo code TYCO011 that will help you a great deal. There's nothing else further to say. We appreciate you guys for watching. We'll see you Saturday. Have a great weekend. I'm McKilly.
Sports bettors, you need to download Sharps, the better social network. With Sharps mobile app, you can tailor your friends' bets with one click. See a bet you like? Just click the whale tail icon and boom, it will open in your corresponding sportsbook. Sharps securely connects to major sportsbooks like FanDuel, MGM, Caesars, and more, so you can not only track your bets, but share your bets in creative ways. So gather the degens, download Sharps for free, and join our fast-growing sports betting community.